Hello everyone and welcome to lesson 40 of C programming on the Mac. In this tutorial we're going to be having a little bit of fun, and not to say that we never have fun, but this tutorial is going to be especially fun. So essentially what we're going to be learning is how to compile and run your C programs in Terminal. So you can share this awesome tip with anybody you know, nerdy or not, but you probably want to share it with the nerdy kids because the other kids won't care. So if you don't have any nerdy friends, then you can keep this cool tip to yourself. So anyway, let's begin. So first of all, you want to create a new just C project in Xcode like we've done all along in these tutorials, and essentially you just want to find where you save that program or that project in on your computer. So we're just going to jump over to Finder, and essentially I saved mine in my desktop, and I have the file right here. So you just want to find wherever you have your main.c file. So that's the important one you want to find. So now we're going to go jump over to Spotlight here, and we just want to type in terminal. So terminal is just an application that we're going to use to compile and run these programs. So essentially terminal is just your nice friendly command line tool that looks like this. And also, if you can't find it in Spotlight, it's just under Applications, and it's in the Utilities folder in the Applications folder. So the directory would be Applications folder, Utilities folder, and then Terminal is located in there. So now we're going to essentially run our program. So first of all, we have to compile the code to get it in basically machine readable code, because C isn't actually legible by the machine, so we got to compile it into what the computer will understand. So first off, we have to say GCC, which basically stands for the GNU Compiler Collection, which essentially in layman's terms just means it will compile your code. So you don't have to actually know what it stands for, but all you have to know is that it will compile your code. So now, once you've got that, now you want to add basically the file path of where this main.c is located. And we could do that with some crazy complicated process, but what you can nicely do in Mac OS is drag and drop your main.c file onto terminal, and it will copy the file path over for you. So now, once we've done that, now we just want to rename our project basically into something other than main.c. And this will be the name that we're going to associate with the project when we go to actually run it. So we're just going to call it, we just have to do a dash and an O, lowercase o, and this will essentially create a naming convention for your program. So we're just going to call ours main, keep it basic here. So main is just going to be the name of the project, and just keep that in mind because the next part we're going to run that project. So again, GCC, which will compile your code, and then you have to put in the location, which you can do by dragging and dropping the file in. And then you can just do dash and an O, and then name the file or the basically the program that you're going to run. So I can just hit return now, and it looks like nothing happened, but it did indeed compile your code. And now we can actually just say // and then we say main. And since main was the name of the program that we named here, now we can just go ahead and run that. So here we go. We're just going to hit return now, and here we go. So as you can see, it printed out hello world, and that's exactly what we had in our program here. So just to prove that I'm not pulling your strings on this, we can change this code. Just say sweet, and now we're going to go back into Finder and also Terminal, and now we're going to do the same thing again. So GCC, and we're going to drag and drop that file in, and now we're just going to rename the actual thing that we want. Let's just call it hello this time. Let's do // and we'll call it hello. And now we're going to run it, and as you can see, sweet is the output that we got from our program, because that's what our program said. So that's how you can compile and run C programs in Terminal. It's kind of a neat thing to know, and yeah, it's pretty easy to do. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and you can fool around with some other programs as well that you've already built in the past, and try them out in Terminal. So I'll see you in the next tutorial.